Right, you lot. And I think that we are live. My bloody god, this is gonna be a mistake, isn't it? Right, so I've decided to go live. I'm gonna be doing a live watch along like the cool footy YouTubers do. Let me just check that you lot can hear me first of all, and that it's going alright. Yep, I've got it working right. Let me just deal with the thumbnail first of all. Manage videos. Right, let me see how I can do this. Your channel. I have to go in the fucking studio, won't I? Give me a sec, you know. If anybody watches this, I will be actually amazed. Like, if you do, you're like God. Alright, the thumbnail I can't change right now. Right, so I'm live to United versus Brentford, which the reason I've chose this game for this week is because you may be thinking this, you should probably just do like the Tottenham Chelsea game that's more exciting, but I just want to laugh at Man United. Like, we'll go through the starting 11 they've got. The game kicks off at past. We've got a bit of time before that, so what I'll do is I'll just let's get the starting 11 up, shall we? And let's just. And I don't understand this starting 11. I don't get it. So I'll try and explain, and I'll try and get into the mind of Eric Ten Hag and what he's thinking. But yeah. Let's just wait for it to load, and we've got the bloody squads. Right, so in goal, David De Gea, bloody course it is. You could have guessed that. Then at the back, you've got Harry Maguire and Lissandro Martinez. I mean, am I the only one who looks at Dilla and think they have no shot against like your big strikers, like your Erling Haalands, your bloody Nunes, your JC's? Like, imagine those two trying to defend like a 6 foot tall. They're both useless. I mean, Martinez is good apparently. I mean, he didn't look very good in the last game, but I've heard good things. But he's like 4 foot tall, and then Maguire speaks for himself, doesn't he? So then they're playing Luke Shaw, who was someone in the last match who was abysmal. I don't know why they brought a new left back and they're not playing him. And then Dalot comes in. I mean, he's better than Wan-Bissaka, isn't he? But he's got a good mistake in him, that Dalot. Then in midfield, they've got Bruno Fernandes, Christian Eriksen, and Fred. At least Eriksen's in his natural position this time. But how Bruno Fernandes is starting after the absolute shit show that was last week's performance, I don't know. And then we got Ronaldo, Rashford, and Sancho, which I mean, like a bloody course they're playing. Because there's no one else you can put. That's the problem. Rashford can bloody show no motivation of energy every week, and he'll still play because they haven't got anybody else. You're playing kids, if not. They really need a winger. Like, they need a winger. Cause yes, I know it was unfortunate what happened to, of course, Mr. Greenwood, but that probably foiled a lot of their plans. Because imagine if he didn't do all of that shit, or imagine that he would have actually been he would have been their striker. They could have easily got rid of Ronaldo because they would have had a striker there, and they could have put, thing on the wing more. I'm looking at the Premier League team, and Everton are pretty much like the worst so far. And I put Everton in 19th by prediction, so yeah. Should I talk about the results we had today? I might as well. Don't complain about the thumbnail. I can't be bothered to change it because it's a lot of work for something that doesn't matter. I'll change the. The funny thing was that I actually put effort into like the thumbnail that I made. Like, I spent at least 20 minutes making a thumbnail for this, and then I couldn't put it on. But at least I can bloody go live properly, Brumming style. Right. Me going live is a really bad idea because the problem is, right, I ramble a lot and I like to be very on script in like the videos because I just complain about stuff. So we had Aston Villa 2 and Everton 1, and the funny thing I find about this match, right, is that Bournemouth came and shocked everyone when they beat Villa 2-0. So how bad must Everton be to lose 2-1 to this bloody Villa team? Lucas Digne did brilliantly when he got an own goal, which is good for me because my father has him in his bloody fantasy team. So it's like, get in, own goal. Then Arsenal won 4-2 at Leicester. I think Leicester are not looking good. They need to sign somebody, don't they? Jesus got a brace, which is very good. I'll go over my fantasy teams in a minute. Then we got Brighton drew 0-0 with Newcastle. I said that would be a draw, and all right. And then we got Man City beat Bournemouth 4-0, which I mean anyone could have saw that coming, but Haaland didn't score, did he? He got an assist. It was like De Bruyne and Foden who scored, so that was annoying. But he didn't blank. He got an assist. And then Southampton to Leeds 2. I'm like, really? Leeds absolutely bottled it. Like they should have won that. It annoyed me that they didn't. Shocks to absolutely no one. No one's watching on the second channel. That's unfortunate, isn't it? If we get like one person, I'll be shocked. I've not put any effort into like tags or anything. I'm not trying to promote this. I just want to like try it out because it's kind of mental. Right, I'll go over the fantasy teams, and not that anybody cares. I don't know. Why am I doing this again? Right, so I've got two fantasy teams. I've got the FPL team and then the Sky Sports Dream Team one. So we'll go over FPL first. So in goal, I fell for the bloody trap. If you don't know, right, Leicester sold Kasper Schmeichel. So now for some reason I thought, oh, they got Ward in goalie, but I underestimate the fact that he's a crap shot stopper, and there's a reason he was second choice. Like. Then I've got at the back Trent Alexander-Arnold, Reece James, Cancelo, and Lamptey. Lamptey was a mistake because he doesn't start. I don't know why. He's like the best defender. Why doesn't he start? I don't get that. Then in midfield, Salah, Saka, Kulusevski, who was my differential, who did really well last time, and Neto. And then up front, Erling Haaland and Gabriel Jesus. I think that's quite a solid lineup. I mean, there's a few L's in there. Ward is a massive L, and then the bench are just Iverson he's the backup at Leicester. Nico Williams, Andreas, and then some bench fodder guy called Archer. Then I'll have a look on the Sun Dream Team. Which this is very competitive because I'm up against my father, who yeah, I'm winning so far, but he did quite well this week. So currently I've got Aaron Ramsdale and Kieran Tierney on -1s, which is not a great start. 5 points for Kyle Walker, 2 points for Erling Haaland, and 0 for Saka and Dewsbury Hall. But my saving grace was 8 points for Kieran Trippier. That saved me. And then if we look onto the league, right. My father's got Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, and Robertson. I don't know why you would like some random Brentford guy. Lucas Digne, who got that -1, which was brilliant. Kulusevski, De Bruyne, who got 15 points. Cafu at Nottingham Forest, Mo Salah, and then Jesus and Nunez. Nunez did amazing this week. The problem is, I've got the front line of Nunez, Haaland, and Salah. Like, who do you bring Jesus in for? You just don't, do you? Unless I need to downgrade at some point one of them, but I don't think I will. That's right. Right, 5:10, currently 20 minutes to kick off. This is the first time I've ever done this, so you know the thing is I have to watch the game, of course, with sound off, because I'd probably get killed by, like, Orange Jesus or whatever. Like, copyright, and I don't need this channel taken down. I put a lot into it. Yeah, and I should have probably addressed the elephant in the room, is why I'm streaming. Why the fact that I'm streaming. I should probably fix this bloody webcam now I think about it. There we go. That's stupid, isn't it? Don't worry, I've fixed that. So now you've got my whole wonderful face to your dismissal. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. And if anyone comes in, feedback is always brilliant. I'm just, chilling out. I don't want to make it too professional, too serious. I just want to be in it. I did live stream like a few years ago on like the main channel back in the day, but it was so bad because I didn't have anything to talk about. That's the thing. That's why I would never That's why I've been against streaming for years, because I know I do streams like on Bruz channel. If you've seen that, if not, we stream on there sometimes. But there is like I've got people to bounce off of. Like, so if I ever did like a solo stream, it would probably have Reese or Bro or Harvey in it or whatever, because it's better to have someone to play off of. And I should probably address the elephant in the room, shouldn't I? Why I'm doing like a football stream on the second channel when I've got a football channel. Because I kind of want to test it on this channel, and if it sticks, because this is like my third channel at this point. Because I want to focus on the main and then the football one, and then the second channel is kind of like the third. Then Virgins is just out there. We are going to record for the Virgins tonight. Actually, I know it's been like a month, but. So my prediction for the game I should probably give. I'll wait a little bit to do that. De Bruyne is getting interviewed now here. We'll see what wonders. Oh, I've got the bloody wrong channel on. That's brilliant, Lewis. Wow, professional YouTuber. That's the third L I've taken in this stream already. First of all, right. First, I bloody made a thumbnail in 20 minutes and then couldn't put it on. Second, I bloody had my face like in a quarter. But that's the thing, like the first live stream, if you look at any of like the famous like football like streamers, the likes of like your Goldbridges, your Anfield Agendas, those sort of people, their first streams were probably crap, as bad as this. I mean, the annoying thing is like, I would probably stream this at my desk, the famous desk where all the videos are recorded, but I can't really do that, so it's on the edge of my bed where my TV is. We've got a nice close-up of Gary Neville now. He's probably furious. Talking of Gary Neville, tragic statistic came out that his managerial career is about as good as Gerrard's at Villa, and it's like, yeah. It's a weird one with Villa, because it's like they're one of the teams I like more. If you were to like say the teams that of course I support Liverpool. If you didn't know by now, you're probably stupid, right? But there's teams I like better than others, and there's some that I do like to see do well, apart from when we're up against them. And those would probably be I like Brighton, really like them. I like what Graham Potter does there. Leeds are good as well, but I also, because I like the Leeds fans. Villa are obviously one. Brentford, I love the underdog teams. Palace and West Ham. I like West Ham because it's like they're like the one team that actually challenged the top six in like the past 2 seasons. And then Palace are just kind of exciting, aren't they? But I don't like these teams to perform up against us. I might hate Palace if they beat us. It's just frustrating, isn't it? That like we're 2 matches into the season, we're already chasing City. Like that was the whole story arc at the back end of last season. Yeah, I should probably talk about the Liverpool-Fulham match, and it was just a disgrace. Like it just was just wasn't good enough, was it? Like you should expect us to take this team easily, but I think that was mentality. It's like it's only Fulham. This will be an easy day, but there's something about 12:30 kickoffs. It just doesn't always work sometimes, and that's fine. I forgot, right, that I named my webcam Fuck Plane, because basically, right, we were in like a Discord server with Bro and that, and they invited some random kid called Plane who just screamed like I'm the most arrogant guy who's never kissed a girl. Like he just screamed that, didn't he? He's just like, oh, I've never like had any attention in my life, so I'm gonna take it out on other people. He was just one of them, like. So he didn't last long though. He was gone in the server by the end of the day. They probably had enough of him. It'd be good if people would like actually like interact and that. I'll have a look on the bloody what's it? Shocked nobody, no one's watching. Absolutely brilliant. But you know what? As I grow the empire that is the Lewis Epic Content Cinematic Universe, I will thrive into this. Still ridiculous how many betting sponsors there are. Right, we're currently 12 minutes away from kickoff. That's exciting. I can start giving my commentary on the match, and I'm gonna have to try and sum up this match for people because I can't show the game for obvious reasons. There goes my career. Same way as Prince Andrew's down the toilet, away, America. That's for the Andrew joke of the stream. So yeah, I will just sit here with. Well, that's irrelevant, right? You know, but I am looking forward to this match. If you hear any like background noise, like a fan, I'm not turning my fan off. Have you seen it? Have you seen how many like degrees it is? Like the fan the fan ain't coming up, mate. Like I can make sacrifice here, but not that. And if you hear Holly, I apologise to all of you. But yeah, looking forward to this. And I don't know whether I'll be doing these every week, and don't expect like every match because there's some matches I just don't want to watch. Southampton against Bournemouth, I couldn't care less really. If I'm gonna be totally honest, so I'll try and only do like some of the big games or Man United games. If I do a Liverpool game, it'd probably be like a cup game, kind of an irrelevant one because I like to like enjoy them. Cause the annoying thing about this is like if you do it for every match, you can't like actually enjoy the games because you've got to always think about entertaining the viewership. That's the annoying thing about it. But I'm so that's why you won't see me do Liverpool games if you cared. You probably didn't. I should have started like with 10 minutes ago because I'm gonna run out of things to talk about. Because when you got like no like chat interaction. Right, since it's 10 minutes ago, I'll probably talk my predictions and I probably get it out of the way. I think Man United do win this like 1-0 or 2-1. It'll be tight. I think Brentford might make it difficult for them, but I think they do win. And I think if they can't beat Brentford, then actual questions should be raised. Like, I know you'll say, oh, you drew to Fulham, though. But yeah, but that's a one-off. This is consistent. We've been seeing that through like 4 managers. And like, I don't blame Ten Hag. I don't think even like the best managers in the world, like you put Klopp, Conte, you know, Ancelotti into that Man United team, and I don't think they would get them into the top 2. So that's the thing. They've got and even then they've got rid of like the dead wood in the squad and got rid of some of the players who really needed to go, like the likes of your Lingards, and your Cavani's and your Matters and your Matic, like this deadwood that they should have got rid of more. There's at least 10 players there who are not good enough. Like you look at just some goalkeeper. De Gea is like he's a decent shot stopper, yes, but like when you compare to like the modern keeper is expected to do, he just doesn't fit the criteria. You look at the wing back, Dalot. He's always prone to an error, Dalot. He can be alright sometimes. Wan-Bissaka is terrible going forward. And And then you look on the other end, it's like Luke Shaw's just been. He had one good like season and one good Euros, and now he's just back to the same old rubbish. Tellez is terrible, and the new left back just isn't given a chance. Then you look at like, let's look at that. Varane's good, but he's always injured. Lindelof has one good game every once in a while, but he's quite consistently poor. Like you look, you got Maguire, which do I need to talk about him? It's just terrible, isn't it? They're showing some footage that looks like it was thrown on a toast, and that was probably the last time that Brentford and United played each other. Probably in 1930 or something. Because Brentford are a literal nobody. They're like Bournemouth. They're like teams that really, you were to name, like, if you were to ask them what 20 cities do you think would be like the top, Manchester, Liverpool, Birmingham would probably be up there. Like Bristol probably should be there, really. Yeah, I was going through the position. Then you even go to midfield. It's like Eriksen, that's a good deal, but Eriksen shouldn't really be a starter. That's a bench option, really. Bruno Fernandes has the worst attitude I've ever seen. He's probably one of the top 3 people I'd not want at my club just because I hate his attitude. I mean, he can't go 5 minutes without chewing his ear off to the refs. Like refs probably take their bloody hearing aids or whatever out whenever he comes near them. And then you got McFred, who they're squad players. Okay, Fred can be alright in like a Carabao Cup game, but you put him on to the thing with McTominay. They're alright in the cup, so like bring them on when there's 10 to go. They're about as good as like your Milners, your Curtis Jones, but they shouldn't be starting really. They got rid of Pogba now, thank God. And even going up top, it's like Rashford has been off it for 2 years now. Sancho is still yet to show that form he showed in the Bundesliga, and then Ronaldo wants to be bloody out. Martial is still terrible. Like he may have looked good in pre-season, but I think I'd rather have like Brendan Johnson at Nottingham Forest or Mitrovic at Fulham than have Anthony Martial in my team, which is like they're like relegation fodders, you know. I'd even have like Adam Armstrong, I think. And he's terrible. He's so bad. That's the problem. Oh, they're showing the 4-0 Bournemouth win. I mean, we all saw that come in. If anyone thought that Bournemouth actually had a chance, I know it's like arrogant. It's like, but I don't think Bournemouth stay up. I really don't. I think that Villa game was a fluke. We saw it last season. Watford won on the opening day against Villa, funny enough, and they were like the worst team in that league. Even Norwich were better than them, I thought. Like, just like if you go player for player with like some mid-table teams, I think they do a chance. Like if you went the Aston Villa or like the Crystal Palace starting 11 up against the Man United starting 11, it'd be quite an even contest. Like whenever they do like joint 11s, like I don't even think they get a player in. Like especially now, like the argument last season would be like you maybe put Ronaldo in over like Jota or Firmino, but if we did Liverpool like United starting 11, it'd be like goals Alisson obviously, right back Trent obviously, Robertson left back. You can't put Varane at the back because he's never there. So it's like we got midfield. You think maybe Bruno could sneak there, but I don't want him in there, so it would have to be Thiago, Hendo, Fab, and then front Diaz. You know, if Sancho kicks on, maybe Sancho can. No, because Sancho takes right wing, doesn't he? Right, the players are in the tunnel now, about to come out. Jamie Redknapp's on commentary, so it's me or him. Who you picking? I think we all know, don't we? Right, I'm excited for this match. Ronaldo's out. Ronaldo has to score, really. We're all like the smack he's been given. I know he needs the service, but he probably will score. Like, that's the thing. I think Ronaldo scores the winner today. I think that Sancho and Ronaldo 2-1. That's my prediction, and that's right. There is no scenario when I'm wrong. got some random fat kid getting to shake hands with the players. Brilliant. Right, so the Brentford lineup is... I should probably name it, I should give Brentford some respect. You got Raya in goal, obviously. Which they brought a new goalkeeper, didn't they? Then you got Janssen, Ben Mee, of course, they brought in. From Burnley it was. Then Aaron Hickey, Josh Da Silva, Christian Norgard, Matthew Jensen, Rico Henry, and then Mbamo and Tony, of course, up front. Ivan Toney's a weird one, because it's like, when you look at him last season, did he have a bad season? No. But did he have a good season? Not really. I've been live for almost half an hour, that's mental, isn't it? Then Man United does have De Gea, obviously, in goal. Dalot and Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw should not be playing. Maguire and Martinez are pretty pitiful back line. Christian Eriksen, Fred and Fernandez in midfield. And then up front, obviously, Sancho, Rashford and Ronaldo. With the I don't get the Team Viewer sponsor. That does not sound like a Man United. Then the bench, Heaton, Mossy, Varane is on there. It didn't look very good. Oh, and Bomber. I can't stand that player because like everyone was going on about him in fantasy last year. I never got him in, but he hit the post like 5 times. It was ridiculous. Everyone's going on about Bomber like he was this next big thing. I never got him in. He's a trap, I tell you. There's Eriksen. It was so annoying when Eriksen joined Man United because like he's one of the most likable footballers. And it's like how is he? How can I not hate him? But I don't hate Eriksen, really. I can't find it in me to hate him. I don't hate Man United as much as City because like in my time watching football, Man United have always been terrible. Like, so there's never really been a threat. I hate Ronaldo because like, he's arrogant. Like, he just screams like I'm bigger than like everybody else. We're like, no, mate, you're part of a team for a reason. And yes, he like carried this crap Man United team last season, but he's still not bigger than the club. Like, oh, Gary Neville's and commentate Derry. To be fair, I'm probably better than him. Right, Man United starting here. Right, get on with it, ref. And it started. And it's immediately gone out from Man United. Brilliant. Absolutely right. Throw-in now on the left-hand side. Man United. And he's headed straight away. Brentford. I can't really say much because like it's only a minute. I know. We're out from the back with Mr. Martinez. Out to Mr. Shaw. Fred gives the ball away. Typical. And Luke Shaw hits it right into a Brentford player, but a header from Martinez brings it in. And Ray's got his first kick of the ball. Possession now. Fred's on the ball, sliding it into Cristiano, and Cristiano goes down. Nothing given. Get up. Right, Maguire's got the ball now. Let's watch what he does. He passes it. Pressure being put on from Brentford, but they Man United get it through. He's back on the ball. And here's Mr. Shaw. Passing it out, and they pass it into space where there's literally nobody. They just hate that when someone pings the ball into a box. It's like, there's no one there, or you're blind. Our fullbacks did it all the time last season. You'd see Trent putting this lovely ball, and then no one's there. Annoys me. Alright, Ericsson's on the ball, I think. It's hard to really see where he is half the time. Yep, that was Ericsson. I'm gonna get someone's name wrong. I'm gonna mix up like Dallo and Maguire at some point, probably. Don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Right. Pass at the top. And a nice tackle from Brentford. Jadon Sancho's not looking the happiest chick in the game. I'm gonna have to disappear at some point during this for tea, aren't I? That's annoying. I'll try and be as quick as possible. I'll probably try and time it for half time, so we can do that. Raya's got the ball here, and someone from Red has gone down there. I don't bloody know who it is. It's Brentford, mate. Very lovely run there. Stupid. And Ronaldo attempts a shot from like the middle of the pitch, thinking it would actually go in instead of passing to a teammate. Brilliant, mate. What's that, mate? That was never gonna go in. That was the easiest save David Raya will ever make in his life. You idiot. Right, Brentford are in possession now. Right out, and a Brentford player's fallen over. How many times have they fall over? My God. They dive more than bloody Antonio. Did you see him in like the City game? He dived like 20 times, and my guy, like, you're not getting anything. We know exactly what you're doing. Right, Brentford have a throw in now. The guy is stood by De Gea, and De Gea is proper shouting. Like, honestly, De Gea should be captain. He's the only person who knows how to really lead a team. And he's been there the longest. Why isn't he the captain? But just look at Gerald with Tyrone Mings. It's just controversial. And Brentford are... Brentford put it out for a goal kick. It was Ben Mee as well on the ball, I think. Oh, it'd be funny if Ben Mee scored. Disappointing. String, but you know. We have the famous gremlin child over there. Right, we got a set piece coming in here with a Bomo, and it skipped everyone up. What the hell was that? A Brentford player goes to kick it and just makes it do a somersault into the air like it's some donkey, like it's one of those horse giddy-ups. My guy, like, yeah, that was on par with the Naby Keita shot from the Champions League final. I'm gonna be on. Right, United in possession now. Martinez is passing now, and the ball's given away. Goes out for a Man United throw-in. It's been a bit end to end at the moment. There's not really, no one's dominated. It's felt quite equal, which is bad because this is Manchester United against Brentford. They should be 1-0 up by now. Really. A lovely pass is played, and unfortunately Jadon Sancho is proper tackled for it. Fred's in possession, everyone's favourite football player. Fernandez has done nothing so far. I forgot he was even playing. Why did he get the nod? Put Donny van de Beek on. Give him a chance, because Bruno's terrible. And a Brentford player's gone down with a risky tackle with Luke Shaw. Yeah, he won the ball, mate. Yeah, it's just coming together. Nothing much. With Mr. Hickey. Right, we got a goal kick coming in from Raya now. Headed away and headed back in through Brentford. Maguire gets back in on it. Right. And the ball's given straight away by Luke Shaw, which is why he should not be playing today. It's a very stop-start at the moment. Brentford keep going down. That makes stay on the ground, mate. Right, we got a free kick. I don't know how that was given us a free kick, but okay. I thought Brentford have a good chance from a set piece. Man United, they just don't have that protection, do they? Like, those two centre-backs are going to bite them. Martinez is okay, but he needs someone beside him. He needs, like, a Varane. They've literally got Varane on the bench. I don't get it. And I don't get that he's injury-prone and you want to save him for the Liverpool match. Like, it's worth it because they need protection, don't they? Right, played out. And the ball went too far. For Nordegaard. I don't know much about him, but he just screams like he's got the football ability of Hagrid. Like, if Nordegaard is a good player, I'll be shocked. No disrespect, but like, there's some footballers' names that you just hear it and you're like, they're not very good. Dewsbury Hall is another one. He's actually quite good, but Maguire hits it out of play. But that's just typical him, isn't it? No, he didn't actually. Take that back. It's a Brentford player here out. Ball's going in. Man United into dodgy area, and is it given away? That was definitely a hand. Are Brentford on the goal now? Go on. Brentford score. De Gea should have done better there. How did he let that go through? Oh my god, they just came off. It all started from Man United throwing. They throw it in, they get the ball away, they get into great space, and then De Gea, like, he just fits it in. Alisson would have saved that, guarantee. Just look at it, yeah. Yeah. A player goes down, goes on, and De Gea just... What was that from De Gea? Oh, is it a foul? Because Ronaldo goes down. Oh, please. How did that go in? He literally has it in his hands, and he lets it go in. That was one of the worst goals I've ever seen. That's some Karius level, bloody. That is one of De Gea's worst moments he'll probably have. And there I was praising him 10 minutes ago, saying that he should be the captain of this team. I mean, he's showing the ability of the actual captain of the team. And it was skilled by a guy called Da Silva. Best silver in the Prem. Forget Thiago Silva. Oh. And United are in possession now. Eriksen goes out. Are they going to get one back? And Bruno fires one into the bloody sky. Good chance, Manchester United, and in Bruno Fernandes fashion. Look, it's a nice through ball from Fred. Brilliant space from Eriksen. He gives it to Sancho. He passes it back to Fernandes, and he boots it into the bloody CZ. That's crap. Absolutely terrible. I tell you, Fernandes was one of those players who just had a really good season randomly. He's not that good, people. I tell you, it was a fluke for one season, and last season he proved he's just a guy who complains a lot. Right, Fred on the through ball. See, United have good possession. Let's see how they screw it up this time. Sancho gives the ball away for a stupid block. You could have done a bit more there, mate. Ball in. And good defending from Brentford to keep it out. Oh my god, is that Rashford? I don't think he's had a touch all game. Martinez is high up. Is that in my Ericsson? They're all bloody blonde twats anyway. Yeah, that would be Mr. Alessandro Martinez. Here we go, Harry Maguire. Come on, let's see what he does. Basic pass. And Dalot. Brentford are keeping United away. They've not had a shot yet. 12 minutes in. With 12, I actually thought that I thought United still win this, and I think that was just a really stupid mistake from De Gea. And Rashford has just pushed a kid. That'll be a yellow card. No, Ronaldo's not Yeah, they'll probably appeal the goal, but even if it's not a goal because Ronaldo went down. Oh, there's barely any contact there. Oh my god, he just puts the knee up. Can't stand Ronaldo. I feel like Haaland will become the new Ronaldo for me. And I actually preferred Haaland to Mbappe, prior to him joining City, just because I don't like Mbappe's attitude. My view on football is mainly I like how they are as people, and Mbappe is he just thinks. The last 6 away games, they've not won in the last 6 away games. That's terrible. 4-1, 1-0, 4-3, 4. You could have the best manager of all time. Bring back Alex Ferguson, and it's you still wouldn't do anything because the players. It's not the manager. Okay, Ollie was terrible, but Radnick knew what he wanted to do. He said we need to get rid of these 10 players and bring in these 10 people, and the Glazers wouldn't do it. And then Ten Hag has not got any of the people he wanted. He wanted Darwin Núñez, obviously Liverpool came in. He wanted Anthony, not got that. De Jong, obviously, and De Jong he's not going to come. Brentford's attacking now in the box. Oh, a missed kick, and the game is stopped. My God, this is so stop-start, this match. The funny thing about football is only probably I'd guess 65 to 70 minutes are actually play time. There's so much stop, and I know there's stoppage time and that, but it's the stoppage time doesn't account for all of the time that it's De Gea's goal. Ben Mears on a difficult situation. Putting out from the back. And back to De Gea, a guy who should be responsible for the first goal. I don't care that De Silva scored it. It's De Gea's goal for showing some of the most stupid attempts at saving a goal I've ever seen. Anyone who put De Gea in your fantasy team, I feel sorry for you. Oh, Brawl given away. And Brentford's taken down. Oh, Maguire's got carded. Stupid challenge from Maguire and then carded. Brilliant. That situation, Brentford get an attack and Maguire decides to slide him. If it's outside the box, it wouldn't be a penalty. Because there's a double rule, isn't there, where you can't give a card and a penalty or something like that. You can't red card and penalty, I don't think. Because it's double rule. Alright, they need. Oh, it's a free kick, obviously. Come on, own goal for Maguire or Martinez. It'd be funny. I can end the stream now if it's 2-0. The game's over. De Gea's Sancho led down I feel bad for Sancho. He came from the Bundesliga where he was getting all this service, and Dortmund getting all these. Dortmund is just tragic. They had Jadon Sancho and Erling Haaland 2 years ago. Is Bomo gonna take it? I hope not, because I snagged him off earlier, so he'll probably score. And it goes wide from Janssen. I've heard he's overrated, that Janssen. Heard he's not like that. Hit the crossbar actually, not wide, sorry. Maguire headed it, I think. That's the redemption for your stupid challenge. Yeah, Maguire gets his head on it to just put it over the crossbar. And, oh my god. What the hell has happened? What the hell? The feed just cuts, and they're in possession, and then Janssen, who just scored a stupid free kick, has just scored. Ten Hag at the bloody wheel, mate. Ronaldo's giving fingers. He's clapping. He's ready clapping. I feel bad. Ten Hag shaking his head, and it's 2-0 Brentford, and only 18 minutes. Brentford, mate. This are a team that people think second season syndrome. This is the team that most people think are going to go down, but they just come here. I know they're at home, and they've just like that. It's 2-0. It's not even real anymore. Like, okay, if you get smashed 5-0 by Liverpool, or 4-0 by City, or 4-1 or whatever, it's like, okay, that's quite bad, but at least they're like some of the best teams. But like Brighton last week and Brentford, these are like mid-table at best teams who, like, when it comes to legacy and character, they shouldn't even be in the same sentence, Man United, but they've just both. Brighton last week at Old Trafford and Brentford here are just dominating. Oh, it's the team, they're terrible. They're actually terrible. There's the only player I think I'd want at Liverpool in that team is probably Sancho, because I think Klopp could make him work. The rest of them, no chance, mate. That's Manchester United, the only one player I would want in my team. Bruno would just be Keita part 2. And Brentford are away. Did that go out? Yeah, it went out. Of course, because it's Obama. He's a meme, I'll tell you. Obama's going to be a meme at some point. He just got the face of a meme. He's going to be part of a meme at some point. That is a guarantee. Poor Ten Hag. He just looks like Pep, like a uncle. That's what Ten Hag looks like. Like Pep's very mature uncle. Maguire's passing out to Nuno. Oh, Goldbridge's probably having a mare right now, I tell you. Maguire's passing out. Nice little manoeuvre from Dallo there. Sancho's on the ball. Can they do something now? They're going to have to bloody need to. And a nice block. And Ronaldo fires it into no man's land. You've got to be frustrated if you're Ronaldo, though. Like, you wanted to go. No one wants you, really. No. But the people who do want you are not very good. Like Napoli, Sporting Lisbon. He wanted, like, the Bayern Munichs, the Chelsea's, real teams. Like, this guy thought, he obviously saw Man United get second, like, 10 or so point behind City, and they're like, okay, last season was the time. Like, I backed Man United to win on my football channel. I did on the first week as well, because I'm like, you look at Brighton and Brentford, like, this could be Arsenal Part 2 last year, when some fan is trying to make a name for himself out there. Like, they lost to Brentford, Chelsea and City in the first 3 Arsenal, and it's like, and they turned it around, and I think they won't be like mid-table, they will get like top 6, Man United, but so far, it's not gelling. They're going to need 1 or 2 more transfer. And at least Arsenal had like the excuse that like most of their players were out for COVID. What did Man United have? That they couldn't get the people they wanted. A player's just headed it into Sancho. What's the point of that? And then assist. Brentford defend it well. Maguire's on the ball. Good old Martinez, my favourite 5'4" bloody player. I feel bad for Martinez because like he's probably a decent centre half, but he's gonna be bullied for his height. Like he's probably had to deal with that his whole life. Is Martinez better than Joe Gomez? Probably, but he's not better than Kanate, Matip, and like he wouldn't get into our team. Pressure in final third, Brentford 5. Yeah, Man United haven't even like had a shot on target. I don't think. Because like Ronaldo's like, done stupid kicks so far. Bruno Fernandes hit it into seat Z. They've not really had a chance, like a proper chance yet, have they? Like they had that like chance that Bruno screwed up. It's like I put my neck down, but I got a professional YouTuber. And Man United hit it out. Is that the corner? Rashford just looks bad. And you gotta like Rashford because of all the, like, the good stuff he's done. But like he's washed, mate. He needs to go abroad, Rashford. Go to like the Bundesliga or go to like Italy. Re-find yourself because it's just not working in this Man United team, is it? I've been live for almost an hour. That's mental, isn't it? I'm gonna be live for almost 3 hours. 3 hours of my own voice. Am I that arrogant? 'Cause no one else is watching. I'll actually check if anyone watching. Yep, no one's watching. Brilliant. No chats. I hope a notification bloody went out. I got a notification on YouTube. It wasn't from a release stream. Sorry, I wasn't watching the game there. Brentford players have gone down. Ronaldo's got the ball. A very half-assed shot there from Dallo. No, I don't mind Dallo. I wouldn't mind him as like a backup to Trent. But he's got a mistake in him. You can't trust him. But then again, like, what would like a Man United combined 11 look like with like Crystal Palace? They'd have a few players, sure. Like Ronaldo would get in, Sancho would get in, De Gea would get in, but like, I'd rather have the likes of Eze, Elise, Zaha, those exciting players at Palace instead of the likes of, what Manchester United have. It's true, that's what I'd have. Right, I have a drink break here. I should probably have a drink break, but I've not bloody got any because I'm prepared as hell. Why is my bloody thing flickering? Oh, that's just the mic audio. I'm so stupid. Oh god, yeah, we got a drink break right now, and I think those guys. I feel bad for Ericsson. It must be funny for him. I don't think the irony that like he left Brentford to play for Man United, and Brentford are just dominant. Oh, I'll never get over how bad that save was. I know Alisson has had howlers in the past, but I don't think he's ever had one that bad where it's literally he's gripped it and he's just let it fly by, like it's a bloody. He's like, oh, look at fairy. Oh, I've got it. Oh. You've not got. And then the second goal, he ducks down like he's a bloody Ninja Turtle. And in actuality, yeah. Tony's proper celebrating. Tony's a Liverpool boyhood fan as well, so he's probably loving this. But yeah, the irony that Ericsson, like, he proper left Brentford for this club, and now they're beating them 2-0 in 25 minutes, like, I don't know, close up to De Gea, the joke of the match. There should be, like, not a man of the match, like, worst player of the match. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Man of the match so far, you can't give it to a United player, can you? You'd have to give it to, like, Janssen, Benny. I didn't expect, man. I know it's going to take time under Ten Hag, and I know it's going to be, like... But Newcastle drew with Brighton, which I know Man United lost to them, but it's like... Newcastle, I put Newcastle above United in my prediction. I thought I was mad for doing it. But West Ham could finish above them. Palace, Villa, Brighton, like, I wouldn't be surprised because they've all been better, and Villa have been quite bad, honestly, so far. They lost to Bournemouth. Brentford are in possession now. And Bomo waited way too long for that. Like, he had that ball for like 20 seconds, mate. Like, it's your fault he went out. But Guy's just such an ugly kid, isn't he? I know that's harsh, but he just is. he's just not that good looking. I'm not, and he's crap. Like if he was good at football and he looked bad, like, look at Eric Dyer, probably the most unattractive guy I've ever seen. But like, he's alright. Eric Dyer's better than Maguire this year. Imagine telling somebody that in like the World Cup when like Maguire was like the star player. Brentford are appealing for a bloody free kick here. Fernandez is complaining to the ref. Take your shots, everybody. For every Fernandez, that is a challenge, mate. And Fernandez is in the ref's face, annoyed at this decision that the free kick has been given in classic Bruno Fernandes fashion. I tell you, all that guy does is complain. That's his whole character. We're currently at almost 6 o'clock here, almost half an hour gone. De Gea is probably shaking in his net. To be fair, you do have to feel bad. Like, whenever a goalkeeper like makes a terrible error in a game, they've got to be so careful, and you see them like they make the simplest things look difficult. And they make an error. Like Alisson, remember that game against Man City, 4-1? It was like right, ball in, and De Gea makes a good save. Well done, De Gea. Giving you a round of applause. You finally did something. Wasn't just useless. Is that another Brentford free kick? No, Tony's Bomo guy's gone down. Is that Bomo? I say Brentford are not going down. Brentford and Leeds will not go down this season. I think that the teams that could be in danger, Southampton, Everton, Wolves, Fulham, Bournemouth, they're the 5 for me at the moment. I know I predicted Leeds to be lower than that, but if I were to look at the 5 teams that I think could be in contention for relegation, it's those 5 at the moment. Because I know we're only 2 games in and you can't read too much, but looking so far, like Leeds should have won against Wolves, so they bottled that. Right, delivery in from Brentford. Come on, score again. Oh, it's not gone in. The player's gone down. And Rashford hits it out for the corner. Well done, mate. Oh, there's a character called... not character. There's a player called Janssen and a player called Jensen. Like, that's annoying, isn't it? Imagine being like a commentator. My guy takes the guy down. I mean, that's a bit off. Mbomo's on the corner. Why would you, like, strike partner take a corner? I don't get that, but... Like. Mbomo, delivery in. And Brentford head it away. It's in! No way! It's gone in! What a scrappy goal, but you get 3-0 Brentford after half an hour. Christian Eriksen watches as a team that he left for free, Man United beating them 3-0. Brentford. I know they smashed Chelsea last season, didn't they, Brentford? 4-1 or something. Ten Hag, he can't react. Poor guy, I feel so bad for him, because you could be, like, you could be Bob Paisley, you could be Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, but... Mourinho, you could be one of the greatest managers in history and you wouldn't be able to do anything. That is so scrappy. That is terrible defending there from Martinez. Oh, you should not. He's got proper beating. And it's Ben Mee as well. A Burnley defender rocks up and scores. That's just... I knew this would be a laugh. I knew this would be funny. But I thought Man United would have a shot chance here. But 3-0. What's going to happen? And I know Klopp was like shaky early days. We got 8th under our first season under Klopp. But it's like, surely we weren't this bad. Like, the worst part is like, this is the worst Man United have ever been. It's not like Liverpool have been worse. Remember like the Hodgson. I can't say the word Hodgson. I can't say it. Roy Hodgson. That's it. That era. That was terrible. But we're 15 minutes away from half time, and Brentford are comfortably leading 3-0. Ronaldo's got his hand on his head. He's frustrated because, like, this is just a comedy show. This is actually a comedy. Like, Brighton, at least Man United had something last week. At least they had, like, some sort of fighting mentality. This week, they're away, and it's all Brentford. It's like they've not had a shot on target. They've not like. You wouldn't expect this, would you? It's mental. Right, Ray's playing out for the back here. We've got nice header from Ericsson. If it becomes 4-0, it's actually a joke. Like, you should actually, like... Alright, Sancho's on the ball now. No, it's Dallo, actually. Sorry, they've got, like, the same trim. Mate, Ericsson. Let's see how they screw up this attack. We should have picked Brentford defenders. Oh, my dad has a Brentford defender in his team. I hope he plays. Because if he's not playing, that's annoying. I mean, I hope he isn't playing. Let me check, right? If that's defenders, and I know I should know. Oh, for God's sake! He's got 5 points from a bloody Brentford defender currently. That's lucky, mate. And I haven't got anyone from Brentford or United. I've done terrible this week. I've got 13 points. Trippier and Walker gave me points. Everyone else flopped. I need like a hat trick from Kulusevski next week. Saka didn't give me a single point. What a joke. Right, United have had a bit in possession here, which is about time. Because so far it's been a one-team game. Brentford, they're like the 7th most important London club. Brentford, it's like... Right, Luke Shaw into Dallo. No one's there. It's Trent Alexander-Arnold style. Nice skills from Sancho. It's not getting you anywhere, mate. Right, Sancho's on the move. And Fred screws it up. Ball in. Sancho. And good defending from Brentford there. I mean, that's probably the best shot they've had. And it's like... It was just... Oh my god, is it going to be 4? It's 4-0. And Bomo, the guy you like called a troll earlier on in the stream, has just scored for Brentford. I can't believe this. What what a great game to choose. I bet the Chelsea Tottenham game's going to be 0-0. What an absolute great pick from Lewis of the content. I'll tune into Goldbridge on half time just for a couple of minutes. We'll see what you say, because like they're actually terrible. Like it's not even a meme anymore. These guys. It's a based on the first 2 matches, this is relegation form. 4-0 to Brentford, 2-1 to Brighton. Like, these are results that you'd expect from like Nottingham Forest. Results you'd expect for Bournemouth, not Manchester United. Like, it's so easy as well. Bomo just beats him. It's like Dallo just gave up there. Dallo knows he can't foul him. But like, you probably should have found there's a chance and Bomo misses a penalty, because Tony hasn't been involved in any of the goals yet though. We need Ivan Tony to score. 5 now. And Ronaldo, he's not even reacting this time. Fred's got his head down. How many more could it really be? Because we're not even at half time yet and it's 4-0. This could be 6 or 7 at this rate. And that really is the end of United. Like, and United did alright against Brentford. They beat them twice, I think, last season. Like, they were quite good, in fairness. My camera keeps flickering, which annoys me. Ten Hag is trying to give tactics. Surely you've got to make a sub, mate. Like, something isn't working here. Who would you bring on, though? Bruno needs to come off, because he's been woeful. Bring on Varane. Put Varane in for Martinez or Maguire. They've both been terrible. That needs to happen. Replace Rashford for the bloody dinner lady, because she'd probably add more passion to the game. And they're in possession again. Again, that bloody Norgard. If that Norgard guy scores, I will be laughing. Alright, headed away by Dello. Sancho's knocked over. Or Fred or whatever. They're all the same to me. And we have a runaway. Ooh, David Raya. Is he going to get the pen? Rashford wants the pen, but nope, nothing. Linesman moves the flag. Rashford's down. Send him home. Bring the dinner lady on. Bring the lunch lady. Put me on the pitch. I'd add more to this game than Rashford. At least at this point, you might as well just bring on like a Langa or like a youth player. I thought you would give a pen there, because they're very strict on goalkeepers, aren't they? There seems to be different rules for goalkeepers. Like if a defender touches a player, they don't get the pen, but if it's a goalkeeper, they usually give it, don't they? Rashford's getting medical right now as Ronaldo drinks his water. Ten Hag and Ten Hag's bold twin. My God, that? They look identical. That's gotta be like his brother or something, because like a group of fat friends with glazers out written. Most American. Oh, the fans. Time to go, glazers out. They want, yeah, get rid of the glazers. They're not doing enough. The problem is they weren't ready, United. Like they got rid of like 6 players of free agents. So it's good they got rid of them, but then who they brought in? 2 players that they don't need. They don't need more in that position. They're not even starting this new left back. And Martinez needs a better partner. And they play Liverpool next. Like, and I'm not going to say that it's an easy 3 points for Liverpool, because Man United will probably turn on to prime Barcelona. But if it's 4-0 against Brentford, what is the scoreline going to be? Liverpool 7-8? Like, but we've already played that story out. We've already beaten bloody 5-0 and 4-0. Like, is it 4-0 again? Is it 7 this time? Is it a Darwin Núñez? Imagine he scores a hat-trick against Man United, the team that wanted to buy him. That is what I want to happen. I don't care if like we lose every other league match. I just need at Old Trafford Darwin Núñez to score a hat-trick. That'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Right, we're 5 minutes plus stoppage time away from half time now. And what a half of football. Like this could have been a really boring 0-0, but this has been one of the most exciting matches I've seen. Like compared to the bloody last week's 5:30 game, the Chelsea game. Oh God, that was a misery to watch. Chelsea Everton. There were some dull games last time. Even the Arsenal match was quite dull. The most exciting game was Liverpool Fulham because there was action there. But this is. Oh God, this is. Right, United are finally in possession and Fred's been taken down. Nothing given, alright, David Raya. I had that guy in my fantasy team as well. I had Raya in my team as well until like last minute when I swapped him out for who did I swap him out for? Ward, yeah. I explained that at the start of the stream. Right, we've been streaming for 1 hour and 8 minutes, and this has been the best stream I've ever done. Forget off hater. And Raya saves it just in time, and Rashford's got his head down. Mate, just become like the new Willy Wonka or something. Like you're good at giving free meals to kids, but as a football player, you're terrible. Like this is I put Brentford like 13th for my prediction. They are doing very well to get. But the thing is, Brentford drew with Leicester last week, and Leicester got battered by Arsenal. So I can't imagine how bad this team would do against a top 6 side, because Brentford are a team who drew with Leicester, and Leicester should have beaten them already. And Leicester are like a mid-table team, so it's like Brentford are not an amazing team, are they? Like they're probably going to finish 13th to 16th this season. Probably higher, maybe 12th. Like 12th to 16th is where Brentford will be this season. They're not going to get top 10. They're not going to be near the bottom, are they? But it's like, and it's just woeful. It's just terrible, absolutely terrible from Manchester United so far. Horrendous play. It's actually embarrassing how bad they've been. Oh, they're about to score now. I've said that. Through ball. Ronaldo can't get it. Ronaldo fouls a kid. Rashford is just waddling around. Like a person. You forget Rashford is even there. People would have argued that he was better than Mane like a couple seasons ago. Like people would have argued that Aaron Wan-Bissaka was better than Trent. And Eddie Martinez has gone down. You never see Maguire talking to the ref, do you? Like, when there's a Liverpool match, Henderson is always like up there. Like, you always see the captain getting involved. But like, you never see, do you, Maguire do anything? He's a useless captain. Like, not even as a player, but as a leader, he's got no leadership ability. There's no like, he's got no commandment, has he? Like, there's got to be something about you to be a captain. And United have had some of the greatest captains in history. Like, and you look at Maguire and he's like, Takeaway is terrible defending, but he never does anything. He never pressure in final third. Brentford are destroying them. Sprint, Brentford distance. Brentford are destroying them. And another stupid shot from distance for United. It was Fernandez as well. Like, Fernandez is a nightmare. He's up there with Neymar. Neymar and that one and the entirety of Atletico Madrid as the players I hate the most. Bruno Fernandes, I can't stand him. Right, we're 2 minutes away plus stoppage time from half time now, and the Man United fans just go home, mate. It's over. Avoid the traffic. Like, there's no point. This could be the most miraculous game. We're like, yeah. All right. Yeah. Let's talk about the intrusion. I've got my tea in a minute, which is good timing considering it's half time and that. I will probably disappear. Just ignore the background noise. Please ignore it. Nice skills from Brentford there. It's been entertaining as hell, I tell you. Right, I'm actually like, I'm stunned because I thought, okay, maybe Brentford getting a stupid goal from the De Gea thing, it's like fine. The second goal, third goal, but then like 4-0, and they were easy goals as well. They could have been prevented half of them. Maybe not the fourth one because he couldn't foul him, but the first one should have been stopped by De Gea. Plus 4 minutes added time here, which to be fair, the beginning was so stop-start, but. Oh my god, this is mental, mate. This is. Right, United in possession now. Fred's on the ball. Fred's haircut is stupid as well. That's probably like offensive in some way, but I can't stand that trim. Two fair, some of our players had stupid trim. Remember Trent's trim from the beginning of last season? That was stupid. Poor Ericsson. And Raya hits it. Perfect. It's like Brentford are playing like they should be, like this well-drilled team. Brentford are a good team, I tell you. And people going, how do they do about Ericsson? Well, Ericsson's on the pitch. He's just playing for a different club, mate. They can score 4 goals without Ericsson. Like, the thing is, what I don't get about people going, the only reason people always highlight like teams not doing well because of who they've lost. Like, you look at Brighton, they lost Basuma, Cucurella. They're big losses, yes, but they're gonna have people lined up. They have more players, people, and they'll probably bring on a player that's not as well known. But Basuma and Cucurella probably weren't as well known when they first started with Brighton. I know Cucurella's only been there a year, but like Basuma probably wasn't. I don't know the story of Basuma, but he probably wasn't this big player before he did well. So they get these underrated cheap players in. And they do well. And the same thing with Brentford. Like, you probably hadn't heard of anyone but Ivan Toney or maybe Mbommo before they got to the Prem. But like, basically, players are better than half the team, like the leagues. Ronaldo just got shoved to the ground. That should be a card. That should be a card, mate. And everyone complains. All the Ronaldo fanboys are like, "Oh, stop Ronaldo! Make a difference." What difference has he made? Alright, delivery from Ericsson here, and Raya comes out and catches it, doing his best impression of Michael Jordan with that jump. It's just terrible. The only thing I don't like about this is that my dad has a Brentford defender, and he's gonna beat me this week. But I had such a strong first week. Like, I got 55 points in my first week. Literally everyone but like Jay-Z. Like, all but 2 of my players delivered. Yeah, Fred is like Origi, but like with no charm. He's got a Origi height style hair. Gotta love Divock Origi. Hey, I heard people complain about like AC Milan. How's Origi doing at AC Milan, by the way? I don't know if their league has started yet. Probably not, because the Prem started early. And Bruno's got the ball out and he's shouting. Ooh, what a surprise! Bruno Fernandes shouting and complaining. He should be a mother, Bruno Fernandes, because he whinges out one, like, blatant sexism, but like. Right, it's a corner now for Brentford. Let's see what they can do. Come on, and one more goal before half-time would be the treat. 5-0 at half-time. That'd be even worse than the Liverpool game. And he gives the ball away. And half-time, Eric Ten Hag is just looking like an absolute misery. De Gea's leaving, probably disappointed in his chance in the first one. And Ronaldo, yeah. So at half-time, it's 4-0 Brentford. Woeful Man United performance. We had a pathetic attempt from... we had a pathetic attempt from De Gea on the first goal where Ronaldo got taken down. They didn't give anything. Advantage was played. De Gea gets it in his hands and lets it go like it's a bloody hot potato. Like, the guy grabs the ball, realizes it's hot, and hits it into the net. The second goal just comes out of nowhere. The camera cuts, and out of nowhere, Maguire and Martinez have been absolutely manhandled by these Brentford dudes. The third goal was the most scrappy goal I've ever seen, but there was like a mental corner. And then the fourth goal was just a one-on-one between Martinez and Mbommo, and he couldn't touch him or foul him. We all know what was going to happen, so Mbommo got the goal. So that's it. Half time. Some stupid car adverts like that. We've been going for an hour and 20 minutes, which is mental. You know what? How will this second half entail? Because I reckon Man United do score. Because substitutions, who would I bring on? You've lost a lot of squad depth, haven't you? Like, maybe last season you'd throw on Pogba, maybe see if he could do some up. Or Martial's injured, I think, isn't he? You got to take off one of those centre backs because that duo just does not work. Maguire, Martinez just does not work. Varane has to come on, probably for Martinez. Maguire wasn't too bad, in fairness, the first half. I'd take Fernandes off as well. I think Eriksen's been one of the better players. Fred's been terrible, but yeah, I bring on Donny van der Beek for Bruno Fernandes, and Rashford has to come off. Give a youth player a chance. Just bring on that Hannibal Mavry guy. He was quite good at those, from what I've seen of him. Bring on Alanga, like it's 4-0. Like, just give someone a chance. They'll probably show a bit of bloody passion, which is lacking from half the players. Like, on that fourth goal, they just gave up. He's like, yeah, have it. I love this. Like, it'd be better if we didn't draw to Fulham, but like at least we didn't lose. Like, I know Brighton and Brentford are better than Fulham, but still, you at least you get a point when you draw. You don't. 2 games, 6 goals conceded, 1 scored, no points. And that 1 goal that they got was very scrappy because it was a stupid Sanchez mistake when he hit it back into play. Never get that in keepers. Why do they hit it back into play and they just hit it out for the corner, mate? A lot easier. Let's check the chat if anyone's watching. I could probably do this on Twitch. I'd probably get a bit more attraction than if I did it on Twitch. No, I'm gonna have a read on the Liverpool subreddit. Just see what my fellow Liverpool supporters are saying. Let's read out what some people are thinking at halftime. Ten Hag at the wheel. How good does it feel? Is this 1 Hag or 10 Hag? So how many games will this lad last? I'm thinking mid-season sacking. I can't wait to see what disaster of panic buys they make this week. Ronaldo booking a flight out of Manchester tomorrow. Well done, Martin Tyler is crying. United looked worse now than under Ragnick or when Ollie was sat. It's just incredible how bad they look. Yeah, we played better League 2 teams in the league and FA Cup than United this season. Yeah, it's mental. Like, last season, Shrewsbury Town and Nottingham Forest put up a better performance at Anfield than like Man United. It's mental. Like, Brighton, Brentford got a point for us last season. It's like, although we didn't get history last season, we didn't get the quadruple, we didn't get any of the main 2, but it will always be remembered as the season we battered them 9-0. But I'm more worried. How am I more worried about the likes of West Ham, the likes of Newcastle, the likes of Villa, the likes of Crystal Palace, even Brighton, even this Brentford team after today, the Man United? Like, I think out of the first 3, that will be our easiest game. You'd think it'd be Fulham, but no, they actually showed passion, and they should have looked at that Fulham before because there was no passion, there was no care to actually do it. They're showing the replays now. I can't believe this first goal. This was the worst goal. Like, it's terrible. How could you, like, unless they put like a firework in that football, how could you just let go at it like that? You just let it slip in like it's some heavy, like. The second goal, Jansen just runs in, completely takes it, and just steals the show like that. It was so quick, and it started from Manchester United playing out from the back. Like that. And the third goal is very scrappy, but it's Ben Meese, that was funny. See? It's headed in, and it just goes in. Terrible defending from Martinez. He could have done a lot more there. He just lets Ben Mee have it. Ronaldo's behind him, just. Then in Bomo, they're on the Man United half. There's this big ball played out. And Bomo's running through the middle. They play it in, and then Martinez just walks away, steps away, and lets him score. That's mental. It started in the Man United half. That's mental. Like, I can't believe this, mate. Like, it's mental. Absolutely bloody mental, I tell you. It's insane. I tell you, it's actually insane. You got some commentator who looks like a primary school teacher, and some like athlete with. I wouldn't know what to say if I was a Man United fan. You just. I felt terrible when we drew to Fulham last week. I was like, what is this? This is an embarrassment. I was furious. And our team are great. Like, we're one of the top 3, potentially 5 teams in Europe. Like, Real Madrid, Bayern, us, City. Like, I don't even know who the fifth would be. Probably like maybe Barca, but Barca's like I don't like Barca. Chelsea contender, but they're the top four, aren't they? Bayern, Real Madrid, Liverpool, City. So we're one of the top four like teams in the world probably. And I was furious. I couldn't imagine losing 4-0 to Brentford. And I know we lost 7-2 to Aston Villa, but that was a one-off game. Like, this is not a one-off thing. This is not off. It's funny, but they lost 4-0 to Brighton. They lost 9-0 on aggregate to Liverpool. 7-1 on aggregate to Man City. They got battered by another team, didn't they? Who was it? They drew to Watford 0-0. Like, I'm sorry, but Watford were terrible. They almost drew to Norwich. Like, this is not like a one-time thing. This has been consistent. And I know Ollie was a terrible coach, and he was not good, was he? But like, Jose Mourinho couldn't get these guys working. Like, you know what I mean? David Moyes at West Ham, who I know he's not as polished as a manager, but like Louis van Gaal, who bloody won a World Cup, he couldn't get them working. Like, you could, I said it earlier, I know, but you could have the world's best manager. You could have Klopp, you could have Pep, you could put Conte or Ancelotti or got big managers of all time. You know, your Bob Paisleys, your bloody Arsene Wenger's, like, you could put any manager and they wouldn't get anything. Pochettino, like it doesn't matter if you have bloody Scott Parker or Ancelotti as manager of this club, because they're crap either way. We got Meerkat Abbott, which is probably the most entertaining thing we've seen so far. I can't imagine how furious Goldbridge is right now. Like, I can't even. Advertising burgers, I'm starving, mate. It's like we're at 6:30 currently. Because these games, it's a 5:30 game. They go on to like 7, don't they? I'll probably have to dip. I was hoping that my TV would be done for half time. We got that weird Adam Driver advert. I like Adam Driver, but like, why is... I don't get perfume adverts, because it's like... The perfume adverts don't make sense, because you'll have a person doing something, like running, swimming, jogging, and then they just show the perfume at the end. It never makes sense to me. And we got a McDonald's advert. I suppose you can't show them before 9 o'clock, but alright. I'm talking about the adverts now, because it's like... It's just an embarrassing result. Like, when they lost 6-1 to Tottenham, it was like... Bad weekends. Tottenham, the biggest bottlers in time. I tell you, this is going to be the most entertaining match of the weekend. Chelsea-Tottenham will be a draw. No, Chelsea win. Like, people predicting Tottenham to win that match, but I can't see it, because the thing is, right, Conte's Tottenham, he would, and don't say they were bad, they were doing quite well. They drew to us. They beat City a couple of weeks later. Like, they were doing alright, Conte's Tottenham. And they lost to Chelsea 3 times in one window. No, not one window, in 1 month. Twice in the League Cup, and then once in the bloody league itself. So Chelsea always beat Tottenham, we always beat Arsenal, and Tottenham always beats Man City. And Man United get battered everywhere they go, eh? That's like the rules. And then Man City always beat Chelsea. That's the other one. I know they didn't in the Champions League final. Like, if we're going off recent seasons, usually they always beat Chelsea. And who do Arsenal always beat? Arsenal don't really beat anyone, do they? I guess we could say Arsenal always beat United. Because they did twice last season, I think. I think Man United will have good games. They will. And I think second half, if they can actually, like, if De Jong, Darwin Núñez, Anthony, like any of the other players that they wanted would have actually came in, you could have expected them to win. Like they'd probably be beating them 4-0. They would have got all the transfers they wanted, but they didn't. We got Mika Richards and a WeBuyAnyCar.com. Right, I think we're coming back now. Let's see if he makes any transfers. Surely he has to. Surely, because this is embarrassing. Usyk with Anthony Joshua. Yeah, Usyk's beating him, mate. That's my prediction. I know nothing about boxing, but Anthony Joshua is just a mug. He just doesn't look real, does that, Anthony Joshua? But it makes me laugh every time I see that De Gea mistake. Oh god, this is... Are they in the relegation zone, Man United? I'd laugh if Man United were in the relegation zone. Let me check that. De Bruyne, I think we can go up a level. What the hell? You've just beaten a team. Let's look at the Premier League table. Man City are already top of the league, and that probably won't change until the end. Arsenal second. Brentford are third in the league, people. Brentford are third in the league. Where are Man United? Man United are 20th. Man United are bottom of the league. Well, Man City are top of the league. It was like when Tottenham was top of the league at the beginning of last season, Arsenal were bottom. Oh, imagine Man United got relegated. It's not going to happen. Because there's at least 10 teams. There's at least 6 or 7 teams worse than them. But the real test will be what will happen if like Man United play a Fulham, a Bournemouth, a Everton. Oh, Man United versus Everton would be funny. Everton probably win that, to be fair. Varane comes on, of course. I mean, it makes sense. And Scott McTominay's coming on, and the Marseille, the new left back, is coming on. So Fred's off, Martinez is off, and Luke Shaw's off. But I mean, they were 3 of the worst players in the first half. Triple sub. Will this change the game? We will see. I don't really see how Scott McTominay is an upgrade to Fred. Donny van de Beek should have came on. That's an upgrade, mate. And I know he can't play as... And you'll say, ooh, he can't play as an 8, but... neither can Fred or McTominay. They don't have a defensive midfielder. That's the biggest issue with the team. That was the number one thing they should have got. A DM and a winger. A DM, a winger, and then probably another, like, striker. They shouldn't have got a backup striker as well. Right, we're back now. So we switch. We've had a triple sub from Manchester United. Right, throw in for Brentford already with their Henry guy. Oh, isn't Norgard the whitest white boy you've ever seen? He's probably the whitest person I've ever seen. Right, Jadon Sancho headed the ball. A Brentford player, Bomber just got manhandled by 3 Man United players and the ref did nothing. Brilliant. Right, with a lovely back ball through a good friend. Right, we have Scott McTominay here playing. And Brentford have retaliated through some stupidity. Destroying the team, we've got Raya, Rossi, Vanson and me. And we've got Hickey, De Silva, Norgard, who I need to score, Jensen, Henry, and then Mboma and Tony up front. And the United team is De Gea in goal. Dalot, Maguire, now Varane and Marseille. Ericsson, now McTominay and Fernandes. And then up front, Sancho, Ronaldo and Rashford. Martinez was probably worse than Maguire in the first half, so I'm not going to argue why Martinez was taken off his... There is some pressure. I think... I'm not going to bring out any of that contract crap. Like, oh, they say he has to play in the no, but like, I feel like the price tag and the captaincy does make people not want to take off Maguire. Cause like, he's the 4th best centre back at that club. Right, my tea is done, you lot. I will disappear for as quick as possible. I'll be back, so hopefully I don't miss a goal. Let's hope I don't miss a goal. It'll be in my dad fashion. During the Euros, right, in the first game, the Croatia goal, the Sterling goal against Croatia, my dad went to the toilet and it became and we scored, and it became a running thing. It never worked again, but you know, anyway, I'm gonna disappear for 10 minutes. Right, you lot, I've returned, and I was thinking about something, right? I was still... Bloody hell, I just downed that food so quickly, right? So, I was thinking about something. This is going to be terrible for them, because, like, even worse than, like, oh, it's 4-0. Because who looks at this performance and thinks... Brentford on the attack again, by the way. It's about to be 5, mate. Nope. Marseille puts it out for the corner, already doing more than Luke Shaw did in the first half in one move, but because no one's gonna want to play for these guys. Like, who looks at this game and thinks, like, oh, I'd love to play for them? No one would. Brentford have a corner now. Right, let's see this delivery. Come on. I want Norgard to score. And he's hitting out for another corner by Ericsson. Tony tries to do a run and Ericsson just collided. Actually, Ericsson is one of the few good players on that team. Actually, I would have Ericsson at Liverpool, I think. He'd be like a backup, but we need someone in midfield who can actually do something, and I think he'd be great. It's like a sub for Thiago. Right, there we go. And defended well by Manchester United, funny enough. Ball goes out. Sancho's running for it, but Ben Mee's got it, mate. Brentford have already won this match, realistically. Like, we just need to not be too stupid now. Just calm it out. This will probably be a pretty stale first half. I reckon how this goes is that Man United will score at the 88th minute or something to get a consolation, and like that's it. The thing is, Rashford can play terrible every single week and still get a start because, like, who else are you gonna play? I think they got rid of all these like players, but at least Lingard, like, you could have put him in midfield and he would have made a bit of an impact, I guess. See, Marseille has just not Brent on Barrow down. Seems like nothing. Yeah, that Marseille has already been the best player. Like, he's showing leadership, he's showing commandment. He's got a bit of fight in him. He should have started this game, that Marseille, because he's good. Right, Jadon Sancho's coming off for, is that Alanga? Yeah, Anthony Alanga. I don't know why Sancho's going off and not Rashford. Sancho has probably been the best attacking player so far. Had the best chance. So I don't understand that substitute, I'm gonna be honest. Brentford are gonna make a change now. No, they're not, actually. Scratch that. Right, we're just hitting the hour mark here now. And Man United are in possession. I had Alanga on my FPL team at some point last year, and he didn't start, which is annoying. He should start over him. Yeah, we've officially hit the hour mark here. Man United have got possession, but they're not really doing anything. Alanga's first touch. He's offside. What an introduction. Wait to make your statement on the pitch, mate. Alright, Brentford are making the change now. There's a lot of clapping. And Bombo's coming off, I think. Oh no, it's De Silva. No. my bad. De Silva, the guy who scored the first goal, which shouldn't have gone in against David De Gea, is now coming off. 4. Janet. Why do they have so many J's? You've got Janssen, you've got Jensen, you've got Janet. Vitali Janet. Now that is one hell of a name. I tell you, I've never heard of him, but he's probably better than half the Man United players on that pitch, which is the tragic truth. Some kid was warming up there. I don't know what Donny van der Beek is doing wrong, but like, Ten Hag is like his very wet dream, mate. Like, Ollie didn't like him, fair enough, but it's like, what does Donny van der Beek have to do to play in this team? Because like, there's Richard Arnold, he's just sweating like hell. He just... A competent pass, Manchester United there with Dalot. No, that's Fernandez. I don't want Fernandez to score. And a really stupid shot from Fernandez, which is the Brent. Fernandez walked out like it was a bloody pumpkin. It would. Ten Hag just wasn't enough. They needed like 1,000 Hag. These lot must be like, they're just... I should stream like every Man United game from now on. It seems like a charm. Whenever I stream, they get bad. Conceding 4+ in an away game most last season. My God, they won that. You would think Norwich would be there, wouldn't you? No, Watford. It's Newcastle second because they like were terrible in the first half. And Southampton, who got battered a lot. 6 times. What were those 6? It was Man City, Liverpool twice, Brighton, Leicester. They got battered by Leicester, didn't they, as well? There was another one. They had a few good batterings. Right, how long have we been live for? Almost 2 hours, and this has been one of the most... I've never had more fun making content before than doing this. I've just been laughing at a team I despise for 2 hours. It's brilliant, mate. I'd absolutely love, like... I think my dream content job was to do what, like... your Anfield agendas, your bloody United stance do. It's just... You get to sit here, have a chat with people, and just talk about footy. I think it's brilliant. I'd love to do this. Like, it's... Because it's just... And a Brentford player goes down. Is that Norgard bloke? It is Nottingham Forest West Ham tomorrow. Oh, why is Lingard representing Nottingham Forest? He's done jack all for them. You should put Brendan Johnson. He got them here. Sorry. And Chelsea against Tottenham. Which would be... I need Kulusevski to like score 2 goals and for James to get an assist and that. Then obviously we play Palace on Monday, which I'm not too worried about Palace. They didn't look so sharp. I think we should win. United are doing good here. Alright, we got a cross come in. And good defending. Corner. This must be United's first corner, mate. I don't think they've had one yet. I should probably sit up more. It's way below to the shelf up there. You could probably see. Come on, this is better than off hiatus. You can't. Alright, delivery. Let's see. Don't score from a dodgy corner. Nice defending from Norgard. He's gone tumbling over. What's happened there? Anthony Taylor's the fourth official, so that's brilliant. Raya goes out. Move. Alright, that was a good play from United, to be fair. Slipped in. Rashford on the ball. Good defending. Goes in. Ronaldo! And it was Ericsson, actually. and in the end, what was a good chance was made into an easy catch for David Raya. Rashford got taken away, took it in, to be fair. Alright, got this here. Is Ronaldo still on? Where's he in all? Why was that left back guy? Ronaldo was there. He just didn't really do it. Marseille is so far. I take that Marseille. He's the best player. Man of the match if you were doing United man of the match. Marseille definitely. Right, drink break now for the teams. I've got a drink actually over there. I'll go get it. Forgot I bloody had this. They're still showing replays of the goals. None of them were like good goals. Like none of these are going to be in goal of the week contender. They were all really scrappy goals. Like they could have prevented half of them. The Bombo one is the only one that I think you can excuse. The Silver's got to be man of the match, I think, getting the assist and the goal. And then looking at some tactics board, which to me just looks like something you'd find in your nan's fridge. Thomas Frank needs respect, I tell you. Like, Brentford are not going down. It's not happening, people. It is not happening. And I think this game found out that the head of one strength is that he's got good. He can make a good save. Well, we didn't see that today, did we? Because he sucks. We got people watching at the top. The Brentford Stadium and hotel. Why would you shine a light on that? I don't get that. Is that... Alanga's just like... You can't be too harsh on him because he's a youth player and that, but it's like... You shouldn't have Alanga as like your first choice winger substitution. That just shouldn't happen. They need a winger. Literally anyone. That's showing the focus. They've got the... Ten Hag has got his transfer window all wrong. United fans are one of the glazed out, it seems. Right, about to be 70 minutes, half an hour to go. The fans are showing passion, you've got to rate it. Like, the next fixtures they've got Liverpool, Southampton, Leicester, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Leeds. Okay, they beat Southampton. Maybe a draw with Leeds. Palace could be a draw, but I think Leicester beat them, Arsenal beat them, Liverpool beat them. Palace could probably beat them. Leeds would probably be a draw. Southampton they beat, but that's like... That's a terrible point total. I'm excited for our match against Man United now because that's the next game. I am so excited. I think it's a Monday night game as well, which is annoying because we have to wait longer for it. Let me just look that up in case my fact checking is abysmal. United. Yeah, it's Monday 22nd of August at 8 o'clock. I would like watch along it, but I'm probably gonna watch it with my father, so probably can't. You know, And Alanga's just missed an easy header there. On the ball now. Varane playing out, alright. Oh, Marseille. I tell you, that guy, he's just running through defenders. He is good. Like, that was a good find, but he's so much better than Luke Shaw. How did he not start? It's like the bloody Bobby Firmino, Darwin Núñez argument. There's no leg to stand on one side. Like, Ten Hag did get it wrong to not start Varane and to not start Marseille. Oh, Ericsson is attacking. And, Langer should have scored there. They passed it up to Varane. Scott McTominay, a guy I forgot even got subbed on because he's done nothing so far. A nice play through, alright. And Ronaldo tries to be... You know, like, he'll score one wonder goal a season, but what they won't include is all of the stupid... Mikkel Damsgaard. Why, is he, like, injured or something? Right, Brentford are making another change now. Ooh. Mbomo's coming off, I think. Makes sense. Rest your best player. Two players are coming off. If Norgard's come off, I'm going to be livid. Right, come on. Alright, Janssen and Mbomo for Wissa and Baptiz are on now. Just to get you not knowing. Come on, Norgard goal. 5-0. I thought it was bad, but 5 is like... 5-0 is something you'd expect, like a batter of like a Norwich. I don't think they score again. I don't think... If anyone's going to score, I think it's United now, but what an amazing result. What great, like, kind of momentum. Ericsson's got the ball and he's fluked the pass, but Rashford has got it back. Alright, Rashford finally done something cool. Rashford skills. Plays out to Ronaldo. Marcia goes in. And he messed that up. There he is, Anthony Alanga. Bruno Fernandes playing out to Alanga. Alanga going in. Did he? Let's go. And Ronaldo misses the header. Brilliant. Brilliant. At this point, I know it sounds stupid, but I want them to score, so the points are wiped. I should get up a bit more. Probably. Right, set piece now for Man United corner. Headed straight away by Brentford. Yeah, he's not going to get away with that. Free kick to Man United. McTominay, I think, is on it. Yeah, McTominay to Ericsson and then Marseille. The bloody guy I've been creaming up all game. If anyone scores, he deserves it, mate. Cost of the starting 11. 55 million for Brentford, 424 million for Man United. Yeah, I know, like, under wages some of these players are on. Ronaldo gets 500 grand a week, like, some stupid, like, the wages are ridiculous. Like, they're above, like, City and Chelsea, and, like, they're, like, the rich, and they've got the strategy all wrong here. Right, Brentford are making another double sub, I think. So that would be all 5 for them. United still have one more sub they can use, I think. Which, I mean, who you bring on? Donny Van de Beek has to come on. Take Bruno in a minute. I'd do it. Bruno doesn't deserve to start like next week. I'll stay on like a little bit after 90 just to do some player ratings for the United players and my man of the match. But it's just mental that like I don't know because this Brentford squad. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not like a football hits, but I don't know. But De Silva's my man of the match, I tell you. Like he's there's a foul over there for Brentford. Is Scott McTominay making way? No, he's alright. Brentford have a free kick here, which is quite a weird far out one. United have built quite the wall. Come on, Norgard, get your head on it. Go on. Come on. Sorry, I'm just... Go on, take it. They just hate when they draw out a free kick so much. Like, get on with it, mate. That was one of the worst free kicks I've ever seen. Marcelo's been taken out and being shot. Maguire's complained to the ref. At least he's showing. What the hell is that trim? That is one of the worst trims I've ever seen. I hope they lose now just because of that stupid trim, the Brentford player. Ivan Toney's not been very good today. Like, what's he done? Like, serious question. Much less that, Ivan Toney's been the worst Brentford player today because he's not done anything, really. He wasn't involved in any 4 goals, like, didn't assist them, didn't really play a role. Everyone calls out Mitrovic, but, like, how many goals did Ivan Toney score last season? Let me look this up. Ivan. Stats. Premier League 21-22. He got 12 goals. Pookie got 11 goals, and everyone calls him a championship merchant. Like, he's not that good, is he? Really? Because like, there was a question of like, would you take Ivan Toney at Liverpool? I wouldn't, because first of all he's English, so he's going to cost like 60 million for a player that's really worth 20, 30. And I just don't think he's the level. Origi's better than him. Stayer just saying one, a bit of a rocket. Hair's throwing out, and we got just 10 minutes plus stop. It's time to go now. You know, we'll probably get a constellation. Makes sense, doesn't it? Oh, shut up, Gumtree. I hate Gumtree. Scott McTominay. Out to Varane. Varane to Maguire. Maguire to Marseille. Right, there we go. Marseille's going into spot. Playing off of Sanchez and... Oh. Ericsson almost had a goal. If anyone was to score, I'd like it to be him. I thought it was going in then. I really did. And it's just like, You'd think I'd support Man United with the way I reacted there, but it's just like, you kind of want it. it's a goal, isn't it? Like, they could score 3 and it wouldn't matter at this point. I mean, it wouldn't make the result as funnier, but we've got 9 minutes to go now. Let's see if Ten Hag uses his last substitution. Let's see if Donny or Hannibal Mavry or, I don't know, God forbid, like Lindelof gets some minutes. Right, Marseille is being put under pressure here. And that was one of the stupidest passes I've ever seen from that new guy coming from Brentford. Honestly terrible. And a card's been given to someone. Let's see Bruno Fernandes try and process. Honestly. Like, what's that pass? You passed it straight to Maguire. I don't know why. Yeah, that's a foul from McTominay. He always gets a yellow card, McTominay. He's like this team's Xhaka. No, just Granite Xhaka. Except he doesn't get sent off every game. Yeah, the second half's not really lived up to the first one. Alright, Donny van de Beek is going to get some minutes. It better be on for Bruno, because Bruno has done nothing this match. I think the best players have been Marseille, Eriksson, and Sancho when he's on. They're the only 3 Man United players that were acceptable, I thought, today. Even then, they weren't great. They'd be 5, 6 out of 10s at most. Free kick here for Brentford, it seems. 83 minutes gone on the clock. Right, how long have we been streaming? 2 hours and 11 minutes. That's mental, isn't it? I'd love Donny to score because like, he never gets credit. He was I know he didn't do well at Everton, but he was like injured for most of it. Plus, that's Everton, mate. Ronaldo wouldn't do well at Everton, like. Alright, this Brentford guy is doing alright. Right, come on. It'd be funny if they got a 5th one right now. Come on, 5th goal. End it off. Get Ivan Toney. Norgard assisted by Ivan Toney, so I can shut up out how Tony's not that good. And out for the corner. The ref's going like that. The Brentford fans must love it. They probably have like, imagine being a Brentford fan, like you spend all your time going and you're stuck in the Championship for like decades. You get this break in the Premier League, and if you would have told me that Brentford would beat Man United 4-0 in the Premier League, with Ronaldo in the team, with Varane in the team, Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, like Harry Maguire, because he was like considered good back then. Right, easy clearance. That was a very Salah-esque run there from whoever the hell that is. Maguire's so moody. Look at that run he makes. He barely in the box. That was my Salah. That was Salah-esque. That was. Look at that. The way he pins the defenders, takes them down. Oh, and De Gea easily saves it. But oh, there got a save here. Brentford giving pressure at the end of the game. Not what you'd expect. You'd expect Man United to be pushing for a consolation. Right, Alanga's on goal now. Will they get a consolation? They probably will. Nope, easy catch for Raya. Raya could have been reading the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy at this point, because it's like he's not been challenged at all. Ronaldo had 1 or 2 early in the second half, but since then it's been a bit nothing. This team are going to be knocked out from some team from Sweden, aren't they, in the bloody Europa League? No, they are in Europa, yeah. Right, Rashford's on the ball. Let's see what thing. Bruno Fernandes plays to Rashford, and Rashford does nothing. Well defended from Brentford. Maguire on the ball. Plays through to the Fernandes. And he plays. 4 minutes to go plus added time now. We're almost free actually. This has been brilliant. Actually phenomenal. So the energy's low. I've been streaming for like almost 3 hours. This is brilliant. Alright, Donny's finally gonna come on. My god. They drew that one out. Off Bruno Fernandes stays to the end. He's been terrible. Worst player on the pitch, Bruno Fernandes. Ericsson at least tried, like he showed a bit of passion. So that's all 5 subs now. And what did it change? Nothing. I mean, Man United haven't been as bad obviously this half. They haven't conceded. But they haven't improved like too much, have they? They just sort of they just kind of flattered. Like they just stayed flat, haven't they? Like they were down, then they went up, and they just stayed flat. There's no like improvement, is there? To the issue here. Right, I am. Right, throw in now for Man United. Bruno's given instructions, but he's nobody probably takes seriously as a leader. I don't know why there's all this panic. Like the ship have sailed if you guys winning this match. Died the second David De Gea made that mistake. Remember, my prediction before this game was 2-1 Manchester United. And is that a booking? Rashford books. You probably couldn't guess. But like silly yellow cards are important because it's like if you get it's 5, isn't it? You get like suspended. Is it 10 or 5? One of the two. You get bloody suspended, don't you? Right, I've got to disappear for a sec. I'll literally be 2 secs. Right, we're back 1 minute to go plus stoppage time now of this very entertaining match of football. Unless you're a fan of Manchester United, and it's been a joke. Right, De Gea's doing a big old kick here. Just give them a goal at this point. If Man United fans have something to celebrate and think that they're not shit. Right, the ref is complaining to Maguire. Around about summer, I don't know. Right, let's see the added time. The bloody man with the board. It won't be long, it'll be 3 minutes, probably 4 max. 4 minutes. I swear they add more time this season. I swear we've seen more like 7, 9s. I remember the Chelsea game that had almost 10 minutes stoppage time. I swear they've added more, like this was 2, 3 minutes max. Right, Varane on the ball. You might as well just try like a 30-yard shot at this point. And McTominay did one of the stupidest passes I've ever seen. What was he aiming for? His bloody mate that he hates and the bloody crowd. What was that shot, mate? My god. We'll see how many. We'll see if we've got any views. If anyone's watching at this point, sorry if my energy's down. I've been streaming for like 2 hours. People, right? Let's say we're watching the stream, cause no one's watching. Yeah, my audio's fine. I was just checking. 'Cause imagine I was like deaf this whole time. No one's watching. That was this clown thinking he's got audio set, but no. I'll still have the thumbnail like later on. Any feedback in the comments is really appreciated. Like if you like this, and I like this because like on the main channel it's very like scripted, isn't it? It's very much set up. And if you've ever seen like this channel, like the main channel, the football channel, are very scripted, very set up. But this one and the second channel, or my third channel now, it's just a bit raw. So I'm going to be doing these watch songs. You just get a raw 2 hours of my own voice, what you've always dreamed of. Just 1 minute to go, pretty much. Whereas just might as well have a party at this point. Brentford in possession. Man United looking like they're not gonna. Bruno tried to do a challenge and he just failed, so he looked like a bit of a goofy. He does have the footballing ability of goofy, that Bruno Fernandes. Like, one season wonder. Like, another card. Bruno's got his first card, and he's complaining. Of course he is. Jota's a better Portuguese in the Prem. Genuinely, Jota's a better player than him. He's done more for us in his 2 seasons with us. Brentford's Van der Klappen, you couldn't be more happy. And David De Gea is kicking it out. We got 30 seconds to go. Brentford are celebrating. What the hell was that turtle-like move from Scott McTominay? And it almost worked as well. He like hovered around the ball like he's a bloody turtle. Like my guy, you're not a crab trying to pinch for like the jewel. And what is that haircut, McTominay? Like if that's trendy, then I'm black, mate. So like, alright, we've gone over time. Come on, ref, end this now. And it's over. Brentford for Manchester United, nothing. I mean, you got it. You love to say it, don't you? You love to say it. I'll stay on for 5 minutes just because post-match, like player ratings and that. Alright, let me give my player ratings. David De Gea is getting a 4 for me because the first goal, the other 3 you couldn't really do much. The first one, what a stupid attempt at saving a goal, got to be a 4. No, I'll give him a 5 because I feel bad. At right back, Dallo, he wasn't terrible. Probably the best of the defenders, probably in the first half, but not very good. 5 from Maguire. It's a 3 for me. He wasn't dreadful. Martinez is getting a 2. Didn't do enough. Needed more cover. Varane should have started with him if you want to play Martinez. Luke Shaw's getting a 2. Really bad. Moving on to midfield. Fred. I thought Fred was alright. Like, he wasn't terrible. Lost possession, a typical Fred performance. 5 for me. Ericsson, I'm going to give him a 6. I thought he showed a bit more passion, tried a bit more, and I feel bad for him. He should have stayed at Brentford. If anything, 6. Bruno Fernandes is getting a 1 for me. Did nothing, whined a lot. The United players are walking out now in shame. Then up top, Ronaldo is getting a 5. He had a few. No, I'll give him Ronaldo a 6. He had a few good shots. Didn't score, and for Ronaldo to have like above a 6, I think he needs to score. Sancho, I'm going to give a 5. I thought he was the best in the first half of the front 3. But still lacked end product, had a good few bits. And then bloody, what's his face? Rashford is getting a 2. Did nothing. Go back to feeding kids, mate. Then the subs. McTominay looked like a crab, so I'll give him a 3. Varane, we didn't really have a lot to deal with. He was better than Maguire, obviously. I'll give Varane a 5. Marseille is getting a 7. I thought he was very good and showed good promise, which is good. Getting forward, you know, had a bit of excitement. Oh, Thomas Frank is loving it right now. You would though. This is the big moment. Who was the other sub? McTominay. Alanga came on. Alanga didn't really do anything for. Then Donny, I can't really rate Donny van de Beek because he didn't really do a lot. So yeah, that's my player ratings, people. So post match is just. There's not much to digest on this game. Brentford came up first, absolutely dominated, and Man United were a joke. And alright, Ten Hag is at the wheel. Ten Hag's at the wheel, people.